if it's working. Hello, welcome back to another live stream. A little bit more consistent now. I'm sorry if you can hear my brother, he's playing on the Oculus. Here we are in the LatinVFR / Horizon Sim Airbus A321neo. A little bit of a change up since our last two streams we flew the A321neo. It'll be pretty much the same thing, just felt like it being a bit different. Here we are at the MK Studios, Philadelphia International Airport, my home airport actually. I live about an hour and a half away. It's a little bit hard on my computer considering that there's a bunch of people walking around. There's not many people online VATSIM at the moment, so we've gotten our clearance from the auto ATC. We're squawking 1621. As you can see, I have the Atlanta running per usual. Everything is just good. Loading passengers almost done. Have our flight plan. Soon we're gonna put in our fuel and our V speeds. Last night I was practicing landings for like 30 minutes at Toulouse Airport in the A321neo, so I can be a little bit better, and so we don't end up like last stream having an off-center bouncy and gusty landing. Gusty couldn't really control, but bouncy and off-center I could. So we'll give it a shot. See how it goes. Our transition out there is 7,000 feet. It's pretty cold here in Philly. It's 5 degrees Celsius. The dew point is -4, so it's definitely chilly. As you can tell, it's not GSX and this airport don't quite get along the best. Everything's been fine so far. Looks like we're almost done loading baggage. I really like the A321neo here. A little bit choppy, but it'll get better once we're in the air. We'll be taking off from runway, the most used runway at Philadelphia Airport, runway 27 left. Plane length, we're pretty heavy today. It's a 3.5 hour flight down to Dallas. We have planned 186 passengers, and we have quite a bit of fuel actually. Total is 10,400 pounds of fuel, as you can see here. Lots of fuel. That's not correct. Wait a minute. Kinda like the dark better. What do we think? Kinda like this better than the blue. UTC. Okay, that's not correct. The local time is not 4:29 p.m. It is 12:04. Because this airport is in the same time zone that I am. Anyway, I think MK Studios did a great job with this. This is most certainly not my first time flying out of this airport. I've flown out of it dozens of times, considering I live pretty close. Looks good. It has all the terminals modeled. All the jetways look great. Considering I've been there before, which is to be expected, they did a great job recreating it as it is in real life. All the terminals, and looks like we've got ourselves an American 77, which probably comes somewhere from Europe. Yeah, I do like the dark theme much better. Is auto brightness on? It is. Bridge is connected. Just waiting on 3 more passengers and we'll be almost ready to go. the weather in Philadelphia.
Boarding completed.
Oh, boarding completed. Go ahead and close that up. Get this in. Okay. Oh, this looks good. We're using flaps 2 for takeoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping
Weather,
up some paperwork up
temperature in
front,
Philly
final numbers from the
is
ground crew, then we'll be on our way.
rather chilly. The temperature is 5
Participants
degrees
will come
Celsius.
to the cabin
The
for
dew point
briefing.
is
We
minus
ask that you
4.
give them your full undivided attention.
Wind
Please
is
the operations
360
of this
at
aircraft.
9 knots,
We do appreciate
so
your business
wind's
having
not
you aboard
bad,
this flight. If there's anything we do to
and
make
it's
your
pretty
flight
fitting
more
that we're
enjoyable,
taking off
please don't
runway
hesitate to ask.
27 left for
Welcome
that.
aboard.
Pretty fitting that we're taking off 27 left for this. Let's go ahead and disconnect the jetway. Go ahead and start the APU. Wait for the flap to be open, and I'll do our 4-start checklist.
Philadelphia traffic, GPS operator headways on our right downwind for runway 27 right. Will announce and turn to base to final. Philly.
Good thing we will be at Philly today. Okay, let's see. Before start checklist. I know this is cockpit prep and before start, but they're the same thing. I don't know why they did that. Although, correct me if I'm wrong, I may be incorrect. Okay, gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity 10,400 pounds set. Seatbelts on. 8 ears. Nav. Borrow ref 3010 set. Down to the line. Below the line. Parking brake set. Takeoff speeds and thrust. Takeoff speeds. V1 144. VR 145. V2 149. Flex temp 63 degrees. Windows and doors closed. Beacon on. Before start checklist is fully completed. Fuse available, so we'll go ahead and turn off external power. Have GSX. Let's come and collect our GP ground power unit. We don't need it anymore. Almost ready to go. There it is. Push back, tail right. So we'll have a follow me to get to the runway. Alright, GSX, you can prepare for pushback and departure. Yeah, he's just gonna walk through that.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Howdy, partner. Anyway. That was not funny. We're gonna push back. We're gonna do a tail left, so it's gonna drop us over this area somewhere.
Bypass pin inserted.
Actually, let's get the music going. Forgot to get that. Turn it off when we're taxiing. Once we're in the air, we'll go ahead and turn it back on. Well, just for a bit while we're starting the engines, I'll leave it on.
Locking gear.
This is one of them tugs that's gonna launch us way up. And it's funny. It's gonna... Yeah. Although we can just wait in here. Up we go. Looks even funnier from out here. Look how crazy our pitch is. Now it's done. We are quite high. Okay, can we continue push back? We want tail right.
Release parking brakes.
Okay.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Starting engine number 2. Time checked. I'm gonna turn the music volume down, it's a bit loud. Okay. Did have to remove one of the songs out of there because I got copyrighted for it last stream. The stream's still there, and I'm not getting a strike for it, just I don't want to be copyrighted. Oh, it's very laggy. See that American 77 in front of us. Starting engine 1. Alright.
Set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Alright, so just gonna finish starting up engine number 1. Right over here. Finish that up. The A321neo is really cool. Just wait for that to start up. It's ready. Okay. Engines are all good.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. Please disconnect.
Okay, pause the
Unlocking
music.
gear.
Go ahead and shut off the APU. Auto brake max. Go ahead and arm the speed brakes. After start checklist. Anti-ice not required. Ecam status checked. Pitch trim 0 degrees set. Rudder trim neutral. Down to the line. Load line. Checking flight controls. Full left. Full right.
Tow
Neutral.
truck disconnected. Bypass pin
Full
removed.
up. Full down. Neutral.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Rudder. Full right. Full left. Neutral. Flight controls checked. Flap setting. Config 2 set. Radar. High and predictive wind shear system on and auto. Engine mode selector normal. Ecam memo. Excuse me. Okay. Clear. Let's get a follow me to the runway. Runway 27 left. Yes, you're gonna follow me. Okay, Ecam memo, take off, no blue. 4 start checklist complete. Okay, we'll leave for that. I don't like this auto brake. It's very annoying. Okay, so just waiting on our follow me. When we're ready, we'll let people in VATSIM know that we'll be departing or taxiing. And there's our lightning follow me car. Hey, buddy. Okay, I think we're all set. Philadelphia traffic, American 406 is taxiing to runway 27 left, Philadelphia. Let's go. Get moving. I've turned down the sensitivity on my rudder, so on the oh dear. Actually, I haven't turned down the sensitivity. I increased the dead zone. Watch, we're gonna slow down because he's gonna go that way, and he's gonna just shoot back around. Where on earth is it going? Boy. GSX need to work on their... I swear, if it's going backwards... No, it just kind of stopped, because I think it's because we've gotten too far away. Just keep going. Just gonna follow it down to the runway. I really hope it means just to turn this way. Okay, so let's see. Actually, I think it is taking us to the correct spot. Oh boy. The rudder's a little wonky still. Might have to get rudder pedals, but probably get the thrustmaster ones since there's all the issues with honeycomb at the moment. So I'll be getting, if I do, I'll get thrustmaster ones, and it'll be more integrated experience considering that. Hi there. We'll just go ahead and clip through this. We don't need to worry about it. Although it does appear that he's stopping. I don't really have anywhere to go. So we'll just kind of... And there's the runway. Thank you, follow me. We're just kind of gonna stop here for a moment, do our final checks. We're gonna dismiss our follow me. Hello. Here. Yes, all done with the follow. It's just warped. Okay. Take off runway 27 left confirmed. TCAS. TARA. Pax 1 and 2 on. 4 takeoff checklist complete. Go to our dashboard. Attendants are going to prepare for takeoff. Go ahead and get everything else. Philadelphia traffic, not Frontier, American 406 is taking off runway 27 left via the direct departure. As we'll be departing directly into our flight path because there's no real departure to fly out of here. Okay, don't really need to go that quick. We're just going to start turning onto the runway. Okay. nice and straight. We're about as straight as we can get. Okay, we are all ready. Thrust advance. Engine stabilize. Men flex, SRS runway, auto thrust blue. Order. And we got choppy takeoff. Ah. 100 knots. That's not right. V1, rotate. Positive brake, gear up. Go ahead and lock our throttles. And we really gotta turn here.
Traffic.
Oh boy. Just following the flight director. Autopilot 1. Disarm speed brakes. I don't really have an after takeoff checklist.
Traffic.
Philadelphia traffic frontier flight, American 406 is clear of the runway. I keep wanting to say frontier for some reason. I don't know why. Let's go ahead and pop that up.
Philadelphia traffic, UPS stop for 3 heavy at about a 7 mile down on runway 27 right, Philly.
Okay. Go to 7,000 feet, and then we'll go up to our cruise of 36,000 feet. So go ahead and get this back. Music again. Flaps up. Protect. There we go. Just gotta watch out for that plane out there. I don't really have any worries. Although, it appears as though it is coming right for us. Though, TCAS apparently doesn't detect it, so guess we have no reason for concern. Passing 5,000. Okay, we're gonna get another screenshot of this. Right here. That's awesome right there. That is quite the departure. Surfing. So back in, see what's going on. Approaching our altitude of 7,000 feet. Okay. I've been climbing flight level 360. What's this? Altimeter standard. Have a quick glance. The weather in Dallas at the moment is looking. Wind is pretty good, 150 at 9 knots. Clouds are broken at 1,100 feet. And overcast at 2,000. Temperature is 14 degrees Celsius. Dew point is 12 degrees Celsius. Altimeter is 2964, so pretty low pressure there. But not gonna worry about that. Keep on climbing to flight level 360 to cruising altitude. So you're going to turn down the brightness in this because it's a little bit bright. And by the time we land, it may be dark. Although, do I have light weather on? I do. don't have real time on. That's so just odd. There we go. I had a real time off. Thought something looked a little bit odd. Or near there. The screenshots aren't correct. Oh well. Leave it on real time. Above 10,000 feet, landing lights off. Normally have an after takeoff checklist. But altimeter standard, thrust, levers, climb, D10, yada yada. All good there. Look, fixing to be a decent flight. A bit longer though, at 3.5 hours. I don't know if anyone remembers from last week where I talked about my virtual A321neo Air. I'm still not quite ready to let you all start joining it because there's still a few things I want to iron out, and I might be probably won't be till I'm on spring break because
the traffic. UPS officer having clear runway 27 right. Philly.
Because I'll have more time there. It's a week. I have a week off from school. I get a week off from school, and it'll be just easier for me to stream and work on things while I'm not at school. And I'm sure that makes sense, because I only have the weekends normally, 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, like most people do at school. Oh, TCAS, what's going on here? And they've just disappeared. Okay, we got one guy here that's plus 5,600 feet, so he's of absolutely no concern. Right now we're heading almost due east. This is there. 270. Things looking good. Volanto's looking good. The overlay is working. Everything is perfect. I'm really gonna push myself to start streaming weekly every Saturday at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because it's because it gives me a chance to still make content for all of you, 409 of you. While I still have school, we probably won't see regular video uploads for a bit, because I just don't have enough time to make those plane spotting videos, because they take a long time for me to make, and while I'm at school I just don't have the time. It's very busy. I don't get much homework, but still the focus on that. I don't get home till late during the weekdays, so. Oh, that's an interestingly named waypoint. Flirt. Oh, just wonderful. Okay, so it looks like we got a guy who just passed over there. You can probably see him here. He's plus 9,600 feet. So he's real high. He's probably at 30,000 feet. Cruising altitude, I believe, if I'm correct, yeah. Flight level 360, 36,000 feet. We'll have another look on Atlanta. We'll be passing through some unpleasant weather as we start to arrive into Dallas, but it should clear up because it's narrow. It looks like it's heading eastward. And it looks like Dallas Center is online at the moment. 135.175. Although, we'll see if he's still online by the time we get to him in 3 hours. Because this flight isn't the shortest. It's, as I said, 3.5 hours was our block time. Boy. You know, when I flew from Cleveland to Las Vegas in the fly-by-wire A321neo for Spirit Airlines, that was a long one. That was like a 5-hour flight. I was not expecting that. Then last year we did Frontier Airlines A320neo. Again, it was shorter. We did Atlanta to Miami. It's a pretty short flight. This one's a lot longer. So, recently my dad found out that there is a civil air patrol station at one of my local regional airports. And I'm in Boy Scouts. I'm not sure if some people might not know what that is, but if you do, you know. It's pretty much Boy Scouts for people who want to be pilots. It is funded by the U.S. Air Force, and it's kind of to get you into the Air Force, but you don't have to. I think it'd be an easy way to get flight hours, considering I only have like 1 or 2 in my book, because I went for a discovery flight back in November. Yeah, so I've been thinking about doing that. Not sure yet, but seems interesting. Everything is looking good. Okay, so we got 10,000 feet to go until we're at our cruising altitude. I do have my GoPro set up again, so you will be getting that side stick on POV when I land. I'm just shocked that when I made that short, it got 2,500 views.
Clear of conflict.
That was insane. I don't know how we did that, but that was just awesome. No, 360. Nope, we don't want 370. Why is our cruising altitude now flight level 370? But, okay. Looks like our cruising altitude is now 37,000 feet. I'm making a different map for my GoPro though. So right now I'm just using a tripod. It's not the best. I'll leave this here. I'll think with it when we start our approach. I do want to thank everyone for 2,500 views on our short. That's just absolutely insane. And makes me very happy that y'all enjoy watching me destroy the landing gears of A320neos. Or just any planes, I guess. Looking at, I know it's been 2 months since I've uploaded a plane spotting video. And I know a lot of you like those, considering one of them has 380 views. We'll be uploading more of those later on. probably during spring break. I'll try and get another one of those out. I wonder why we've just gotten new cruising altitude of flight level 370 instead. Strange, but we'll take it. Although on here, our paperwork does says cruising at the cruise is flight level 360. But the MCDU's given us, or the FMC's given us a new cruise altitude, so I guess we'll just go with it. I need to download some custom views for the A321X and for the A321neo. Yeah. Sorry about that. I just had to run downstairs really quick. But we're all good now. Let's see. Everything appears to have gone just fine. Mach 7.8 here. 0.78. Use cruising speed almost at our top climb. So we'll be cruising altitude momentarily. Not a lot of waypoints on this flight here. Not a lot of waypoints. Do apologize if you can hear my brother in the background. He's still on the Oculus and he's making a lot of noise. Like Romeo Bravo. about to go over someone? Yeah, we're catching up to somebody. Let's see what we got. Oh. There he is. Right. Hi. Like he's probably minus 1,000 or 2 below us. Let me turn these back up. I'm still kind of surprised that I had left real time off from when I was practicing my landings yesterday. I assure you, I've gotten quite a bit better. Although, I was practicing in the A320neo, not the A321neo. So, we'll have to see. Turn here, and we are in a 42 knot, quite literally direct crosswind that's blowing us right this way. It's going right like that, right across. Windy, windy. Anyone who's watching, it really means a lot if you could smash the like button. Well, I guess not smash it, but, you know, click it, I guess. Subscribe. Really helps. Does. And if you're new and you've just found me, subscribe. And after 3 minutes, you can talk to me in the chat. As you know, we can't just have anybody chatting. Have a look at our OFP. So much stuff there. 186 passengers. There's no one online on our route until we get to Dallas Fort Worth Center. But that's not going to be for quite a while, and they probably won't even be online by the time we get there. So we'll just hang out on Yukon. Let's see. Yeah, this. Actually, now we'll leave it on this. Dark's nice, but whatever. Options. Audio. Boarding time and on breathing. Let's see, what is it?
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the flight deck and captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As we begin to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley clubs shortly. Also,
I'm a little curious on what 2500 will sound like. 2500, something like that. And I experimented, I turned off a bunch of these, and it didn't call out my minimums. Although in the Phoenix A320, 400, 300, and 200 aren't called out, but it still calls out your 100 above in minimums. Preference. Let's set our minimums or decision altitude of 250 feet for usual. Mission altitude 18,000 feet. Fine. Don't worry about this until much later. We left the gate 35 minutes ago. How slow we're flying. Right there is when we'll start to stall. You can extend flaps 1 at 143 knots in the A321, which would be right there. So we can put out flaps 1. That's how slow we're going. Probably have set our cost index to be a bit higher, but whatever. Let's see. I would like to know where everyone would like me to fly now, because 410 of you, so make sure you check my community, because occasionally I will post updates there if I'm not uploading. Sometimes I'll do polls. And in case anyone was wondering for what I do when I find a flight for when I want to stream, I'll just pop on Flight Radar 24, because I have a filter that only shows me Airbus A320 and 20neo family airplanes. So I'll just go onto Flight Radar, just kind of have a look, see if I can find something interesting. Although I'm still anxiously awaiting the release of the Phoenix A320 version 2 Block 2, which includes the infamous IAE engines that were delayed 11 weeks. Though I haven't received an update in their Discord recently. They finally got our first look at the IAEs. We got our first look on December 31st at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Finally got our first look at them in their announcements channel. There's been nothing else since. Still very excited from what I'm seeing, because it looks amazing what they've done. And then after that, I'll be awaiting the A319 and A321. So, very excited to see that. And it's looking extremely good. Kudos to the Phoenix team. Can't wait for this amazing update to come out. It will allow me to fly so many more routes in the US and other parts of the world. I'll be able to fly A320ceos for British Airways, Spirit Airlines, JetBlue, Jetstar, and so many more. Because the IAE engine is quite common in Australia, because of Jetstar and Virgin Australia. Very popular, so it's kind of unfortunate that I'm only limited to doing few airlines that operate the A320 with the CFM engines. But again, definitely something neat. I don't really have any other scenery though. Although I do enjoy going on Flight Radar 20, or not Flight Radar, Flight Sim Dispatch. Ooh, nice maps there. I go into Flight Radar 24. No, I don't. Oh my gosh. I am just not. English is not Englishing today. I go into Flight Sim Dispatch, and I like to look at the free sceneries, because sometimes they actually have some decent stuff completely for free. I'm not sure where I'm going to fly next week, so I might decide that now. We'll just go on Flight Radar, have a look, kind of see what we want to do. Because I have figured out what the issue with the Phoenix A320 was, and I should be able to fly it. It has compatibility issues with New Sky. So I just don't leave that open now, and I would use that for my landing rating as well to fly for my virtual airline, which I haven't for a while, which I should probably start doing. Probably won't do any Allegiant operations because Allegiant flies to pretty small regional airports, and I made the mistake of flying to a regional airport last week with the Phoenix. But it was for American Airlines. I flew to Scranton. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. But it wasn't great. At a pretty bad landing. So I could do like a Delta A321neo. I do have the LatinVFR A319 with the Horizon mod, but I have some issues with GSX with that, even though I have the GSX profile. So I'll just have to tinker with it, I guess. Next important. Seeing if there's anything good. Do like a Hawaiian A321neo, but from like San Francisco wherever to Honolulu or somewhere else. But those flights usually exceed 5 hours in length. So I'm not gonna do that. And Delta A319 operation could just be interesting because those are a bit more on the rare side, but still exist. So I'm not sure. I'll have to figure out the issue with GSX and the A319, then go from there. Do something in Canada, like Air Canada. Although the Phoenix A320s and A320-211, a lot of Air Canada's A320s are A320-211s, which are a much older version of the A320-200. I believe that came after the A320-100. But, no, it's still neat. So I could do an Air Canada flight. Some of them aren't too bad. I'm looking at one right now. Air Canada 297. It's A320. It's Winnipeg to Vancouver. YWG to YVR. Not too bad. Length. United, that's United A319. Chicago to Calgary, it's pretty much just arrived. Air Canada A321s, I know they have a lot more of those. There's another A320-211, although that's operating for Air Canada jets. Oh, that's a short flight. Vancouver to Edmonton. Real short flight. Actually, I might do this one. Keep that in mind. We'll have to see though. Another Delta A319 Detroit to San Francisco. That's kind of long. Let's see what's going on in Europe at the moment. Europe is so much more active during the day because last night I was on and would have been extremely early in Europe, and their airspace was pretty much empty of Airbus A320 family aircraft. It was wild. I'll just have a look. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm looking on here for something to do tomorrow. Scandinavian A320neos. British Airways A320s that have IAEs, which we don't have yet. EasyJet Switzerland A320. Geneva to Belfast. Another British Airways. That's an A319 now. Sun Class Airlines. Europe has so many just random airlines that I've never heard of. Avion Express A320. Looks like this plane has absolutely no livery on it. British Airways A320neo. Heathrow to Venice. It's not too bad. Though because I don't live in Europe, I can't really do day flights in Europe. And I will be, most of my flights you'll probably see me do in North America. Yeah, I'll probably decide later what I want to do for next weekend stream. As long as I'm not going anywhere for spring break, I'll do my best to stream almost every day. Maybe not every day, but like every other day, just for the fun of it. Nothing's looking good at the moment. Nothing's really going on. Oops. Just knocked off my headphones. But excuse me. Let's see. Next waypoint is Hotel Victor, Quebec in 60 miles. As we get closer to our top of descent, we'll put in the weather. Let's have another look at the weather. 1509 knots, broken at 1,100 feet. Overcast at 2,000 feet. 14 degrees Celsius. Dew point is 12 degrees Celsius. Altimeter 2964. As you can see. So it's looking pretty good there. Weather's not bad. Some lower level clouds, but nothing outrageous. Sorry if you all are starting to notice at this point that I'm looping the same two songs. It's because I haven't had enough time to search for some new songs, and because of last week I got copyrighted, I had to move one of the songs. I already said that, but just in case you didn't hear me in the beginning. The Charlotte approach is online, but we're gonna be way out of range of them. What else we got? Dallas Center is still online. Jeez, they've been online for 3 hours and 15 minutes. Dallas Center has been online for 3 hours and 15 minutes. So, we might still be online by the time we get there. Though we're going really slow. Atlanta seems to think that there's only an hour and 57 minutes left in the flight. Me personally, I'm kind of done with winter now because it snowed here a few weeks ago, and that's really all I need. And I want it to be spring, because spring means the final stretch of school, and summer, can't wait for summer. Plenty of time to drop the microphone. Plenty of time to fly and make videos. So that's nice. Looking to hit 500 subscribers by the end of 2024, and we've still got plenty of time to do that. Considering it's only February, but January went by quick. Now you only have 11 months. 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I'll try and make that happen. LatinVFR did a really good job making these aircraft. I know some people dislike them, but once you put on, if you have the Horizon mod, it just makes it so much better if you like flying realistic planes. After a while, I had the A321neo and the A320neo and just didn't use the Horizon mod because I wasn't good yet. So I'd fly with those a lot. Then I eventually got good at flying the A321X. So before I got the Phoenix A320, I had the Horizon mod for LatinVFR A320CO. I've had it on the A321neo for quite some time, pretty much since I got it. I also own the A318, but I rarely fly that. I flew it a few times way back, probably over the summer, and that was pretty much that. As I'm sure some of you may have noticed, I probably might have talked about this last week, but I moved all of my old videos that don't really have to do with aviation. So that's that. Where's our top of descent? It's probably way down there, so we're probably not going to go through that. Check out approach lane again. Weather again looks good, although it's changed again. It's now 160 at 9 knots, overcast at 1,000 feet, and that's it. Oh boy, the visibility's just gotten worse. Looks like the visibility is still 10 standard miles. Temperature is the same, 15 degrees Celsius, 2.13 degrees Celsius. Temperature's changed slightly, it's now 2961 HG. Need to click that. Let's have a look at the ATC here. Yeah, the only one that's shown on here is Chicago Center, or real far from Chicago Center. On Atlanta, I can see, and we're pretty far away, and we probably wouldn't be able to tune to it. So we'll just continue on. Unicom. 86 passengers. I do miss the old FlyPad OS because it had a map. Unlike this one, it had a decent map. It was really good. So, yeah. Excuse me. Actually, about roughly a third of the way through the flight already. Mountains down there, not very high mountains, but they certainly are mountains. So that's cool. And I've dropped the microphone again. Look at those contrails. Okay, awesome. So let's see, our current local time is 1:09 p.m., which is good. I can adjust these. No charts, but we do have checklists. You can see our ground elevation not too long ago was 3,581 feet. All these mountains. Right now we're currently flying over West Virginia. Hello. will soon be flying into Kentucky. A little bit after Sierra Papa Alpha Yankee Delta. That's probably, West Virginia probably explains all these mountains. But momentarily, about in a few minutes, fly into Kentucky, and then briefly fly through Tennessee. Then we'll fly through Arkansas, and then Texas. And geography. Well, actually, it's not geography. I'm cheating because I'm looking on flight radar. On Volanta. Holy moly! That just goes to show how tiring last week was, or the week was. It's officially been an hour since they departed. I'm using Autobir below. Philly, I think it's warmed up. Looks like it's warmed up 2 degrees, but the dew point has gone down. The pressure appears to be going down. And the wind does not change. It's 300. There it's 340 degrees. Actually, no. Right? Oh no, I don't know what that is. This is the wind. It's 340 at 7. So the wind has changed direction, and it looks like it's slowed down a little bit. There in Dallas is still looking pretty okay. Atlanta still thinks there's only an hour and 46 minutes left, and we're really only a third of the way. Not a third, maybe a little bit less of the way there. The one feature that I really like about the Phoenix A320 is that you can get rid of the other iPad if you don't need it. You won't be able to do that in the fly-by-wire or / Horizon sim, but I don't know if you can. If you can, I have no idea how. Everything looks okay. Fuel is fine. I might actually be able to see fuel here. Yes, I can. Fuel. Plenty of fuel. No, it's good to have enough fuel. At Mach 0.78, although our instrument airspeed is very slow. But our actuator speed is good. Ground speed is pretty much the same. We still have a 25 knot direct crosswind. It's not bad, considering that the plane can land in crosswinds. Of up to like 38 knots. And tailwinds of 15 knots. But tailwinds make it real hard to slow down once you're on the ground. Although you do use less throttle, it's better for efficiency because the wind pushes you along. I do apologize for my brother again. He's playing this game called Gorilla Tag on the Oculus, and he's very loud. I do have my door closed, but that's probably not I don't think that's quite enough. And I do like how many liveries LatinVFR threw in with the base A321neo. There's no upgraded version. They're showing so many liveries and they're all really good. A lot of them have subtle wear, tear, dirt. Well, this one appears to be pretty clean. So, guess that's good. My one question is though, how come LatinVFR couldn't make an A320neo or A321neo, considering that they made this, and all they would really need is to model 2 different engine types, which they already have for the A320neo. They already have those down, so I don't know, maybe there's something else that I don't know about, but me personally, I don't think it would be too difficult to just go into Blender, rip these off, and put the engine models from the A320neo on there. And also, I'm sure some of you have noticed, a freeware VATSIM X A340-300 has appeared on VATSIM.2. I do have it. It looks pretty good. I messed around with it a bit. Though it's pretty good. Considering it uses the Project Megapack A330 interior. But I am still anxiously awaiting the release of the LatinVFR A321neo, so I'll definitely be flying with that. Because LatinVFR's planes are pretty good. Of course, they're not study level, but they're definitely good. Trying to patiently awaiting the release of that. Let's see. Something here. Okay, because I've been looking at my stream preview in the YouTube Live Studio, and it wasn't in 1080p. So I've just gone to YouTube to see the official page. Looks fine. So yeah, I'd say we're about a third of the way through the flight. We got a little bit of traffic, although he's 700 feet below us. He's pretty far away. He's a little bit under 20 miles. So I'm not really worried about that. Can't even see him here because of the sun glare. gonna hope for a good landing. The weather looks like it's updated again. I think the wind is still 160 at 9 knots, which is perfect for us because it's not too windy, and it'll be almost a headwind, although a slight crosswind because it'll be 20 degrees. It'll be 20 degrees offset because we're approaching on runway 18 right, and the wind is at 16 is blowing from a 160 heading. Not too worried about that. Just crank up this. Still really can't see much. We're now flying in the state of we're now flying over Kentucky. Still plenty of mountains, although a bit less. It's incredible how popular the Unibuild's A300 has been. It's been blowing up, and a lot of the other flight sim streamers that I watch have absolutely been flying it so much. I'm not gonna get it, at least now.
Traffic.
Ugh. He's minus 700, he's minus 1700. But TCAS will lower a bit. He's far away. Though he's minus 700 and the other guy there is minus 1,700. You can't even see him. I guess that's a good thing. We have TCAS. Traffic avoidance. Traffic collision avoidance system. I'm so smart. Yeah, this guy's closer to us. He's only minus 1,700. He's 1,700 feet below us. This guy is 700 feet below us, but they're below us. And I don't think we have anything to worry about. Still can't see him because of the sun. It's very bright. We're a little bit over a third of the way now. Slowly approaching the halfway point. Dallas Center is still online. They've been online for 3 hours and 37 minutes. That is commitment. Our top of descent still isn't for quite a while. Let's see. Top of descent is after Foxtrot Echo Whiskey Whiskey Whiskey, which is over 320 miles away. So we have plenty of time. And immediately our top of descent will be right as we get into range of Fort Worth Center. Although way up ahead there is some weather. Although, actually, a big thing of rain, huge, big storm. We're gonna fly right over it though. We're still way too far to be able to see it, considering that sun glare. It's clear skies out here. I do wish that you could put the shades up in the fly-by-wire, because in the Phoenix you can use the shades. They don't really do much, actually. I don't think they actually block the light, although in the standard LatinVFR planes they work, and you block the light, and the cockpit actually gets noticeably darker, which I guess is pretty cool, although it doesn't look like the sun is in anyone's eyes at the moment. And he also has sunglasses. 4? He's got 4 stripes. He's a captain. Well, he's sitting in the wrong seat. I mean, also captains can be first officers if they need to be. So. Although, I will definitely be making a video for when the Phoenix A320 version 2 Block 2 comes out. I'll do a showcase video or live stream, I guess. I'll do a live stream, I guess. That's my first reaction, I guess. Right there. It's not on here. Okay. Yeah, wait until there be way more people watching, so a little less boring. But hey, we'll get there. We'll get there one day. No worries. I'm so confused at why we randomly just got our cruising altitude updated to 37,000 feet, not 36,000. Whatever though. I kind of want to start deciding where I'm going to fly next weekend. So let's have a look on excuse me. Let's have a look on Flight Radar 24. See if we can find something interesting for next weekend. And sorry if you can hear my brother, I can't really hear him because I have headphones on. One thing we won't be doing is an A321neo, especially for American Airlines, considering that's what we're doing now. Well, we could do a Delta A321neo, I guess. We're trying to we couldn't really do a United A320. Might be able to do an A319 if I can figure out how to get the thing working. We could do a Delta A320. I found a Delta A320-212. I guess that's another slightly older A320-200 variant. So let's see. Right now, I know three age versions of the Airbus A320-200. The A320-211, which is older. The A320-212 now, which is newer, and the A320-214, which is the newest. How much you want to bet there's an A320-213? Oh, Delta operates A320-211s. Thought that was only Air Canada. Interesting. A lot of Delta A321neos going on right now. There's an A321cl. What can we do? What can we do next week? Well, we could do Avianca. San Francisco to San Salvador. Or no, that's San Salvador to San Francisco. Delta A319. We could do Hawaiian A321neo flight, but those are long. From like San Francisco to like Honolulu or somewhere else. Get long. Sacramento. And there's San Jose to Honolulu. Departed 2 hours and 50 minutes ago, arriving in 2 hours and 38 minutes. That's a long flight. Isan. Excuse me? Seatbelts. Oh, he's plus. Oh, there he is.
Clear of conflict.
Jeez, bud. That almost never why aren't we climbing? Climb, please. Why did it take so long to stop that descent? Okay, we'll just turn that back off, because we don't need it. Oakland to Honolulu, departed 3 hours and 20 minutes ago, arriving in 2 hours and 5 minutes. Yeah, Hawaiian A321neo flight would be fun, but this flight is 5 hours and 25 minutes long. And I really don't have that kind of time. Could do something in Europe, although I wouldn't be on live time because it'd be pretty much dark and we like to fly during the day. Or we could do somewhere in Asia. We could. Oh, hello? It's going out right here. I had a new Okay, so we almost hit another dude. So we might go back down to flight level 360. Leave it like that. Set our cruise back to 360. And we'll just bring ourselves down to 360. Okay, we'll go back down to 360. Anyway, as I was saying, we could do a flight in Russia, although I don't think we want to. Like S7 Airlines, they have some pretty long flights too. Like, I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce it, but this flight's longer than some Hawaiian flights. Okay, so westbound I should be flying at an even flight level, an even number, so 36. That's a bit of information you never knew. Heading westbound, we should be flying at an even level altitude, so 360. So we should be flying at, so now we're back to our original cruise of 36,000 feet. I don't know why my FMC changed it to 370. Okay, so I guess I'll just decide my flight later. Just gonna refresh my landing rate mod, or it's not even really a mod. So I've got a new landing rate thing. It's MSFS Landing Inspector. It opens something in PowerShell or whatever, and then I go into my browser and I type localhost 5000, and you get a real nice landing inspector. It runs in the browser, so I'll just have to announce my speed to you guys, or at any rate after we land. Let's have another look. Fort Worth Center is still online. It's been almost 4 hours. That is insane. Though we're slowly approaching our halfway point. Weather in Dallas, it looks just fine. So I guess that's good. It's been just about an hour and a half since we departed. That guy is plus 6,200 feet. That guy's at flight level 420. He's at 42,000 feet. Okay, I might have to write that down somewhere. From what the other guy said, because heading westbound, you're supposed to be on even flight level, so 360. So that means heading east, you're going to be at an odd number, and it looks like south is odd, north is even. So I'm going to grab a post-it note, I'm going to write that down, and then that's a really good thing to know, because, you know, learning. Okay, looks like I don't have any post-it notes currently, so I'm just going to have to remember that, or just write it in a notebook. I'm going to do that. Bingo. Notebook. We've ripped the page out of it. Okay, west. Even flight level. East. Odd flight level. North. Is even, and south is odd flight level. Okay, got that down. Write new things down as we learn to kind of keep notes down, because it's helpful to remember those things next time we're flying. So we've gone back to our original cruising altitude of 36,000 feet. So, into Atlanta is good. Hello Center has been online for 3 hours and 57 minutes. This guy's crazy. I don't think he intends to go offline for anytime soon. That's for sure. Let's see. We are officially at pretty much the halfway point. This is actually a bit more accurate, but actually no. We are officially halfway through the flight. Volanta says there's an hour and 20 minutes remaining. That's probably right, considering it's been an hour and 33 minutes since we departed the gate A7 at Philadelphia. So that's good. Let's see. Alright. See, can we see our top of descent yet? Still not yet. Although we can see, I'm not gonna say that because I'm not weird. So Mike Echo Echo Oscar Whiskey. Not, you know what cat says. Oh, we got a whole story. You got Sophie the cat. She goes to the litter, and then she meows. Look at that. That's oh boy. It's just wonderful. We got a whole story in waypoints. Although top percent is after Foxtrot Echo Whiskey. Jeez. So we have Lima India Tango Romeo, Mike Echo Oscar Whiskey, and then we have Foxtrot Echo Whiskey, on top percent. And the server as Sierra Echo. Man, I forgot V. I'm doing so good. Victor, it's Victor. Sierra Echo Victor Romeo. Let's have a look at ATC thing here. Chicago Center, so there, and Fort Worth Center, we're going to set that as our standby frequency. So we got that when we're ready. Let's see. This is some sort of handle? Good. Nothing much going on. 60 miles, Sophie. All those clouds, that rain that I was talking about earlier, is approaching campus. These clouds. We got clouds at 36,000 feet. Right now we're just starting to fly over Tennessee. And eventually we'll fly over that storm right before we get to Dallas. You can see Mike Echo Oscar Whiskey now. Ugh. Let's see. If you click on this, you can't click on it. Too far. But we are definitely getting closer to the top of our descent. GoPro wasn't taking off in the stand. It's fine now. We'll set that up. as we're getting closer to our approach. Before it was all nice and clear, now we got all these clouds. Oh, it's quiet. That's not quiet. That's louder. That's quiet. And so much quieter in front of the engines. Although, being quiet, I guess, is for the better. Because I don't have Valenta Premium, because I don't see the point. I can only upload 3 screenshots per flight, so I've already taken 2. One while I was at the gate right before I started the stream, and one shortly after takeoff when I forgot to set the time to real time. I have 504 nautical miles remaining according to Valenta. Valenta thinks we'll arrive at 2004 Zulu. But this is saying 2030 Zulu, and that's a bit more accurate, because I don't know because Valenta doesn't count for approach and stuff, and thinks we just arrived directly there, because my approach isn't in my ATC flight plan, which is kind of what Valenta goes off of. We still have quite a bit before we'll be able to see the airport on our ID. But I can see Foxtrot, Echo, Whiskey. Jeez. It's 320 miles away. We're getting closer. Top of descent will be coming up. We'll be able to see our top of descent without moving on our flight. On our MCDU after we pass Sophie, which is in 28 miles. And we've gone, terrain has completely changed. Now we're seeing some Tennessee territory, which is much flatter than all those mountains. It's a big lake right there. It's not a lake, it's a river. Oh, I think that might be the Mississippi River. It's one of these two. It might be that. It might be further away one. That might be the Mississippi River. Wasn't that neat? Let's not do that. So, yeah. Got that going for us. Very bright. Although the clouds have disappeared again. Clear skies again. Not for long. Because keep bumping into the microphone. A little bit before Lima, India, Tango Tango, Romeo. The sun will, so here, the sun will fly over the weather. And we'll soon be able to see our top of descent on here. We'll be passing Sophie in 14 miles. Got a guy who's minus 900. So we don't need to worry about him, because we're at foot level 360. I know some of you might see me to talk about World Update 16 or whatever, Caribbean, however you want to say it. I say both. If I'm talking about the Disney movie / ride, I'll say Caribbean. Otherwise, I'll say Caribbean. We got a guy that's plus 3,200, so that guy is probably at flight level 390. A bit over the halfway point now. I'm going to do their final stretch, an hour and 45 minutes since we departed. An hour and 46 now.
Traffic.
Minus 700. Okay, TCAS. Okay, he's gonna go right beside us, so I think I see him. He's right out there. I don't think we have to worry about him. Less than 5 miles. It's gonna be below us. Should be passing right next to us. Wait, there he is. Right there. It's real hard to see. There he goes. Okay, clear conflict. Actually, now crank this all the way up. Well, I can't see our top of descent yet, but now we can see it over here. Next waypoint is in 192 miles, Lima, India, Tango, Tango, Romeo. Fort Worth Center is still online. Still here. So that's why we have him standby frequency. Just curious, if anyone currently is watching, y'all just let me know in the chat. Yes, I can see you here. Well, actually, I can check on YouTube. Okay, so we started streaming 2 hours ago, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, so the weather in Dallas doesn't appear to have changed for a bit. Still, wind is still 160 at 9 knots, 10 standard miles visibility. Clouds are overcast at 1,000 feet. Temperature is 15 degrees Celsius and 13 degrees is the dew point. Thermometer is still 2961. Not just because no one has gone out and looked at the weather, so I'm going. We'll just see. try again, because I'm using a Discord bot for my trying to get new weather. So it looks like the weather hasn't been updated for a while. So we'll just have to go off of this. And if we need to, we'll just ask them. We'll just ask Fort Worth Center once we tune up. Atlanta thinks there's an hour and 3 minutes left, but that's not really correct. A bit over the halfway point. So we're slowly we're starting to approach to Memphis right there. And we're slowly starting to approach the 2/3 mark. So we got a guy that's plus 2,200. I guess, you know, he's up there. Let's see if we can see our top of descent. There we go. You can now see our top of descent. Still probably have, at the minimum, 30 minutes until that. Oh, it's probably going to be more. So it's been just about 2 hours since we departed. Let's have a look at our fuel actually, see how that's doing. We'll check here. It's easier. So we got plenty of our 186 passengers still exist. Back to it. So quiet. Okay. So we'll be passing Memphis. We'll be flying into Kentucky. Yeah, looks like we'll be briefly flying into Kentucky. And then we'll be flying into Texas. So everything's going good. Though we have left the Eastern Standard Time zone. This year it's 1:04 p.m. But when we took off, it was at Philadelphia Airport. It would now be 2:05 p.m. So it's looking like Dallas is in minimal VFR conditions. It's probably cloudy there, but there's no rain. Because it's a couple hours ago, the rain passed over it. So we're starting to see some clouds coming up now. flying, or in a few minutes, we'll be flying over the rain. Jeez, how long has Fort Worth Center been online? 4 hours and 20 minutes. That's insane. Those guys have been on since like 10 o'clock in the morning. So we can close that up. Oh, we get to see on VPilot. Looks like everything's so on Atlanta. Looks like we're about to pass Memphis. There's Memphis VOR, and if we turn on airport mode, you can see that's right there on Memphis Airport. Top descent definitely coming up. I'd say it's about 300 miles now or less. It will be continuing everything. We got a guy up there who's minus 800 feet below us. We got two who are 800 feet below. Boy, I am tired. So we're approaching the 2-hour mark. Yeah, we're definitely at the 2/3 mark now. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. Probably have roughly an hour and a half left in the flight. descent. Half an hour maybe. Probably 230 miles away from our descent. Start seeing all that rain. Nasty coming up. I'd say an hour or two ago was right above Dallas. Over the summer, I'm probably going to do some more long haul flights, but I probably won't stream those. Because there's one flight I've been wanting to do. I've been wanting to fly transatlantic in the A321neo long range for like Air Transat or JetBlue. Maybe even Scandinavian or Aer Lingus. I'll probably do JetBlue, like JFK to Paris. That'd be like 7 to 8 hour flight though. So, long. On that weather, probably see it because of all the clouds. It's so quiet. Actually, wait, that's how I look at our fuel. Switch down. Fuel is good. So we've passed Memphis Airport. TD is in 220-ish miles, I think. Still not quite in range. Oh wait, Houston Center's online now too? Look at that. We won't be in range of Houston Center. We, however, will be in range of Fort Worth Center. So Fort Worth Center will be most likely be the one guiding us in to Dallas. Well, we shall have plenty of time left. I don't know if we have any speed limits. At least not yet. 21 miles until Lima, 70 miles until Lima Alpha. Lima, India. My English is not Englishing today. Lima, India, Tango, Tango, Romeo. Okay. 68 miles. Then Mike, Echo, Echo, Oscar, Whiskey, Foxtrot, Echo, Whiskey, 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 TD, top descent. Noises. It's just people in the pilot who aren't speaking, texting, or typing. Talk to ATC. I guess. So we're see all the clouds now. So we got that going. Well, that means we'll probably soon be in range of Fort Worth Center. Here we are. It's right on our waypoint. Lima, India, Tango. That does. I'm not crashing, so I guess we don't need to worry about it. Probably 200 to 190 miles, and we can actually see the airport. There's our top of descent. We can now see the airport now on our radar. That just tells you how we're getting closer. Approaching 3/4 of the way there. Currently right next to us, there's one 22, according to Valencia. Actually, he's behind us. We got minus 2,000, minus 1,000. Nothing to worry about though, because they're both plenty below us. I'm sure Fort Worth Center will call out to us when it's time to contact them. We're flying over that storm. So I'd say a couple hours ago this was probably flying over Dallas. It's probably all right. Okay. Oh man, we finally have who met our. Let's see. The wind is now 170 at 8 knots, 10 miles visibility. Clouds are now broken at 9,000 feet, broken at 1,500 feet, and overcast at 2,100 feet. Temperature is 16 degrees Celsius. Dew point is 13 degrees Celsius. Altimeter is 2959. Okay. Got that going for us. So flight is at this point probably an hour and 20 to 30 minutes probably. I think we'll be using our last screenshot right here. To Atlanta. Okay. Still rather chilly in Philadelphia. It's actually around 60 degrees in Dallas. Yeah, we're about 3/4 of the way there now, so we only have a quarter of our flight left. So we are slowly approaching the end. So the top of descent is 160 miles away. You can just barely see it starting to pop up right there if I change the distance to 160. There it is. 160 miles until descent. So that's coming up. that for just a minute sometime. Turn a bit. Top percent snow really starting to come up. So Fort Worth Center is still online. It's been 4 hours and 40 minutes. So I think, considering how long they've been on, I think there's a pretty good chance by the time we get there, they'll still be there. Fuel on board is 10,608 pounds. Is that correct? 100% is. Still plenty of fuel. Adjust my chair a little bit. So we got one guy on our thing. He's 7,000 below. No, not 7,000. 700 below. So right after Foxtrot Echo Whiskey Whiskey Whiskey, we will be in range of Fort Worth Center. You know what I think's gonna happen? I mean, it's probably low chance it's happening, but I think it'd be funny if right as we are coming into range of Fort Worth Center, you see, okay, I've been on for like what? 5.5 hours at this point. Like when we get there, it'll probably be close to 5. It'll be pretty close to 5.5 hours. It'll be like, okay, I've been on for like 5.5 hours. I'm gonna sign off. I think that would be kind of funny, considering he was on when we departed, and he's still on quite a bit later. I mean, he must have started at like 10:30 a.m. Maybe earlier. Feels so good. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so just over 120 miles. Oh, now we're starting to get to our arrival. So in a bit, we'll have our weather in. Wind is 170 at 8 knots, 10 miles. Visibility broken. Clouds are broken at 9,000 feet, broken at 1,500 feet, and overcast at 2,100 feet. Temperature 160.13, altimeter 2957. it's pretty likely that that's going to change. So when we get a little bit closer to our top of descent, I'll put that in. Getting pretty close to Foxtrot Echo Whiskey 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 and Mike Echo Echo Oscar Whiskey. So if we crank the distance up all the way, we can see. I'm gonna have. We didn't go to and check this. That's not good. Glad I caught that. Glad I caught that. There we go. That would have been a disaster. Top of descent. I'd say 110 miles away. We are getting quite close to being in range of Fort Worth Center. We're gonna have to wait and see though. It's been 2 hours and 22 minutes since we departed. With 10,200 pounds of fuel. Bit. I guess since we're a little bit closer to the top of descent, we'll go ahead and put the weather in. I think so far this has been a nice flight. We're pretty much in the middle of all these clouds. The sun. CFM. When I just howling away. So we got in there, that's 1,400 above us. So he's kind of far. And we'll leave it like this because we're getting pretty close to being able to see our TD. Very close to being in range of Dallas or Fort Worth Center. Tango X-ray Kilo is our current VOR. Top of descent is in pretty close to 8 miles. We can get Dallas. We can get Fort Worth's ATIS. That'll be alright. We'll be okay. Foxtrot Echo Whiskey 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 is 20 miles away. Or, yeah, 20. So, contact me on.
3000 until established, clear to house approach runway 17 center.
Fort Worth Center, American 406 with you at 36,000 feet is type Airbus A321neo.
American 1227, go ahead with the readback.
Right turn 150, maintain 3000, fully established with the local as you clear ILS approach runway 17 center.
Thank you. Break American 406, ident.
We are currently squawking 1621 and type A20N, or A21N.
Okay, that's great. Ident.
Ident? What does ident mean?
Spirit Wings 172, ident.
Spirit 172, DCS on the map.
Spirit Wings 172, yeah, I can see a bunch of targets, but, you know, this is important for me to be able to establish which target's which. Get radar contact, climb maintain flight level, or correction, climb maintain 17,000, flight heading 090.
We're just gonna do this.
On to flight level 170, and what did you say after that? Sorry about that, Spirit 172.
Spirit Wings 172, there is no flight level 170, climb maintain 17,000, flight heading 090.
Fly heading 090, climb to 17,000 feet, Spirit 172.
I didn't. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. Guys, I don't do this very often. What does it?
American 406, your radar contact 4 or 5 miles north of Texarkana. Welcome aboard. Descend via Deceiver for arrival. DFW altimeter is 2957.
Descend by the server for arrival. Altimeter is 2957. Okay, so we can go ahead and begin our
Spirit Wings 172, clear direct torch.
Go ahead and begin our descent now. Go down to
Spirit 172, repeat that.
Spirit Wings 172, clear direct torch.
Direct torch, Spirit 172.
American 1227, the winds at DFW 170 at 9 runway 17 center, clear line.
17 center, clear the line, American 1227, thanks.
Okay, so I just had to press a button on V-Pilot.
Contact, ladies and gentlemen. As we have noticed,
I'm
we
a little
began our initial descent down to our destination.
confused.
Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Go ahead and
Center Northwest 917, holding short of 17 right, ready to go.
Northwest 917, the winds are 150 at 16, gust 22, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff.
we're gonna go ahead and
17 right, cleared for takeoff,
enter
Northwest 917.
our data here. Altimeter is 2957. Temperature is 170 to 8. No, not 10. 170 at 8. I have entered my destination data, thank you. Okie dokie. Go ahead and pause the music now because we kind of got to pay attention a lot more. So approach speed will be 137 knots. Looks good to me. Making our way down now. We're sending. Hallelujah. The weather is.
Fairwings 172, climb maintain flight level 300.
Climb maintain flight level 300, spare 172.
Very cloudy. And as you were just demonstrated a minute or two ago, folks, that I'm not very good at VATSIM. So, turns out when the controller asks for ident, I just go ahead and click the button on VPilot to show him which one is me. So let me write that down again, because, you know, we're learning.
Northwest 917, radar contact, climb maintain 15000, clear direct, all guy.
Climb 15000, clear direct, all guy, Northwest 917.
Alright, just have that written down so we remember to do it.
Southwest 1424, the winds are 170 at 7, runway 13 left, clear to land.
13 left, clear to land, Southwest 1424.
Getting closer. Very close.
Confirm you said 16,000 for the climb for Northwest 917.
15000. Thanks for checking.
Thank you, sorry about that.
No worries. I would much rather we check and we be on the same page and people do their own things.
So Sierra Echo Echo Victor Romeo, you have a speed limit of 270 knots. Just keep an eye out for that. And a Bravo Romeo Delta Juliet Echo.
Good afternoon, Fort Worth Center, United 1522 at Echo 7 DFW with Fox, looking to pick up to Houston.
Aircraft from say again.
1522 at Echo 7 DFW with Fox, looking to pick up to Houston.
United 1522, current time request, standby number 1.
Okay, I'm gonna go through some of the clouds now.
Northwest 917, climb maintain flight level 320.
Up to 320, Northwest 917.
American 1988, leaving my airspace to the east. Memphis is offline, radar services terminated, change to advisory approved.
Monitor Unicom 122.8. Have a good day, United. Sorry, American 1988. Yep.
American 1227, welcome to DFW. What terminal are you going to?
We're going to Terminal Charlie for American 1227.
American 1227, roger, Terminal Charlie, taxi via Echo Lima. Have a good day.
Echo Lima for American 1227. Thanks very much, Chicken.
Okay, so We won't worry about the checklist for now.
Forward Center, FedEx 425, check it in 350.
FedEx 425, Forward Center, good afternoon, ident.
Seven 1424 vacated onto Mike. No.
Southwest 1424, taxi to terminal via Mike 5 and, sorry, Mike Bravo 5, Quebec. Mike Bravo.
Mike Bravo 5, Quebec, Southwest 1424.
It's very windy right now.
Fort Worth Center, FedEx 425, check it in 350.
FedEx 425, Fort Worth Center, ident.
FedEx 425, here comes the flash, and do you read us on voice?
FedEx 425, I haven't seen an ident come across yet, and that's why I can't identify you until that happens. And FedEx 425, radar contact 44 miles southwest of, correction, southeast of the Panhandle VR.
Looks like we've passed through the first level of clouds. Sorry for being a little bit quiet, it's just because I'm trying to listen into the ATC.
United 1522, connect available, bounce ready to copy.
1522 ready to copy.
United 1522 is cleared to Houston via the DART sign departure toward transition, then it's filed. Climb via SID, expect flight level 310 13 minutes after departure. Departure is with me, squawk 3434.
1522 clear to Houston Bush Airport. Via the SID, climb via the SID, expect 310 10 minutes after departure. Departure seems you, squawk 3434.
Alright, United 1522, just because I heard you read back a different SID, verify the SID that you filed and the transition, please.
Darts 9 to Torrent for 1522.
United 1522, read back correct, advise ready to taxi, expect runway 17 center for departure.
Okay.
617 center, advise ready, 1522.
Let's see. Alrighty. Just passing flight level 250. we are slowly working our way closer. Speed limit of 270 knots in just a moment. Actually, point is in 46 miles, so, and it's Sierra Echo Echo Victor Romeo. That's wonderful. And you can really see all these clouds. Although we're almost out of them, according to Valenta. Down we go, 43 miles. CVOR.
Fort Worth Center, United 1226.
Bravo.
United 1226, Fort Worth Center, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. We'd like to get a clearance, IFR clearance to Dallas. Leave information Indigo, United 1226.
United 1226 is cleared to the DFW airport via the Muddy 3 departure, Muddy transition, then is filed, climb, maintain 5,000, expect flight level 230, 10 minutes after departure. Departure of Nice, squawk 4511.
Alright, cleared to DFW as filed, Muddy 3 departure, climb, maintain 5,000, expect 230. And squawk 4511, United 1226.
United 1226, read back correct, advise ready taxi, expect runway 17 right for departure.
Alright, so in a sec we'll go ahead and slow it down. Actually, we'll do it now. So
Aircraft uncertainty be advised, Fort Worth Center closing in 5 minutes.
Alright, so he's closing in 5 minutes. Go ahead and slow ourselves down to 270 knots. Makes sense that this guy's closing. He's been on all day, pretty much.
Fort Center, United 1522. Do you want to call up the push or just for taxi?
Push is not controlled, call for taxi.
See all this, so we'll set this to 3,000. Let's just look at like what we have. That guy's plus 6,000. Okay, so that guy's definitely. So this guy out here is definitely just taking off. Okay, so we're out of the rain, but it's definitely cloudy, as you can see. Oh boy. Look at that. Look at those clouds. Oh man. So hopefully Unicom is our standby frequency. We'll be tuned to them in just a moment. Or in a few minutes. Once Del Center goes offline. Let's just go ahead and pull up the checklist so we remember to do it when the time comes. Passing 20,000 feet now. This is an interesting thing we got going on here, so I'll screenshot it. This one won't be on Valenta, but screenshot it anyway. So we have slow down. So after we pass server, we're going to slow down to 250 knots, which will be slow enough for us to. Actually, no, that won't be slow enough for us to deploy flaps 1. About 240, we will be putting flaps 1 out.
Number 93 Whiskey Bravo, leaving my airspace to the east, met Mrs. Waffle on radar service terminated, change advisory approved.
Heading over to Unicom. Thank you for your ATC. Have a good night. 93 Whiskey Bravo.
Alright, passing through 19,000. You can start to see the ground through some holes in the clouds. Breaks in the clouds, I guess. Okay, altimeter 2957.
Forward Center, good afternoon, United 2120, flight level 350.
United 2120, you can continue on Unicom. I'm going to be closing up here in a few minutes.
Okay, good. I had to spawn in real quick. I got McDonald's, I came back, so that's perfect then, United 2120.
Aircraft on frequency, Fort Center is now closed. No further ATC services available. Monitor Unicom 12.8.
Okay, going over to Unicom.
Traffic.
Okay, so let's watch out. This guy, he's plus 600. Or was he minus? Now, where's the gap getting though? He's plenty above us. Here he is. Yeah, I think he just took off not too long ago. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and slow down to 250 knots. Alright, go ahead and start slowing down. Deploy the speed brakes. Let's just make sure we're ready for an approach, so let's go ahead and do our approach checklist. Bar RF 2957 set, seatbelts on, minimum 250 feet set. Auto brake, we'll set that to low, engine mode selector normal, approach checklist complete. Turn this on so we're ready. After repatch, broge. We'll go ahead and tune on, or slow down to 240 knots, which will be slow enough to let us put up flaps 1. Plus 3,000, so I'm not going to worry about him. Alright, so leave the music off until we get onto the ground. So do this, check that off once we're done, or once we're on our approach. Passing through 12,000 feet now. Go ahead and slow down to 240 knots. Flaps 1. Alright, flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 1. After this, we're going to slow down to 230. And my prediction was kind of right. Earlier I said, once we get there, we'll go offline. It's pretty right there. Okay, I'm going to slow us down to 230 knots. Okay, below 10,000 feet, landing lights on. Actually, wait, let's go ahead and get the GoPro going. Okay, enable preview or preview. We're gonna go ahead and get the GoPro going in a moment. Go ahead and zoom on in. Okay. We'll leave that going. I'm not going to start recording yet. Actually, we'll start recording. Alright, GoPro is rolling. So we are ready. Window speed to 15. Flaps 2. Speed checked. Flaps 2. So our approach speed is 137, so we'll just go ahead and start slowing down. Alright, approach speed is 137. Flaps 3. Checked. Actually, just right to flaps full. Big out, slowing us down. Got our flaps out. Okay, go ahead and arm the speed brake. Just turn that on because I can't see the ground at the moment. And then we are really high. I'll do it anyway. Arm the localizer. Close to the end. Coming up on 6,000 feet. I don't know why it does that. What is that? Wait, that's Johan. Whatever.
Traffic.
Okay, see, he's plus 700. And he's gone. Leg. We're gonna go right through this cloud here. I might have to turn the brightness down if it's gonna continue to be this cloudy. It's going to be cloudy on the ground. That guy's plus 2,800, so don't worry about that. So we're going to be stuck and we're limited to 4,000 feet. But we can down to 3,000, and we're gonna hold there till we get our glide slope. Oh boy. Wait, why are we climbing? What is going on? He's got itself confused.
Traffic.
Oh, that's the last thing we need. He's plus 100, and now he's gone. Go ahead and get the purse mode. And the clouds are supposed to clear up once we get down. So we're not going to worry about the clouds. I think we're almost out of the clouds, maybe. Yeah, it's a little break in the clouds, it looks like. Ooh, just had a big decrease in FPS. Those are some low clouds. Or is it half? I can still see. You up a little bit. Yeah, so once we pass India, Charlie, Kilo, Echo, Lima. Huh. Go ahead and turn the brightness back up because we've kind of cleared most of the clouds, it looks like. Look at that. Still some fog, but let's have a look at that again. It's hard to be that weird thing, but it should be pretty straight from there. Okay, returning now. We should be capturing our localizer. Capture our localizer. Send to 3,000. We have a localizer, so we're gonna.
Dallas love traffic. Southwest 2871. We'll be pushing back from gate 10. We'll be taxiing via Quebec, Bravo.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put the gear. Should in a second put the gear down. And then. Busy.
Okay.
Blue TCAS is
2,500.
Checked. We're gonna go ahead and put our gear down in a moment. And we'll see. Turn. I think it is. Okay. Gear down.
Flight attendants, please prepare for that.
Okay, gear is down. Turn the greens. Go ahead and turn these on. Very busy here. Very busy. You have the airport in sight, and we have a bunch of traffic. But we'll be fine. We'll be just fine. Cleared out the clouds. You can actually see the runway. We're just gonna hold at 3,000 until we capture the glide slope. This one's gonna be interesting. see the glide slope diamond moving. We'll be doing 3,000 for missed approach, so we'll leave that. Doesn't stay on. Let's see though. Let's see. Is it gonna capture? Dallas Fort Worth traffic Frontier American 406 is fully established for ILS runway 18 right, Dallas Fort Worth. He wouldn't say Frontier because I'm just so used to that for some reason. We're doing 3,000 for missed approach. Now have our glide slope. Autopilot will come off at. Okay, landing checklist. You can memo landing with blue. Landing checklist is fully completed. Okay, we are ready. Good. And this is gonna be awful to edit the GoPro footage. It's like 14 minutes long. Minimums are set. We'll establish landing in blue. All set.
1,000.
Checked.
Traffic.
You're kidding. And he's gone. Look at that. That went offline. Here we go. I've been practicing, guys. I promise. This is gonna be better. We have a headwind this time, so nothing will blow us to the side.
$500.
Checked. Here we go. Just practicing for like half an hour.
400. 100 above.
Continue.
300. Minimum.
Landing.
200.
Dallas left field traffic, Southwest 2871, taxiing via Bravo to runway 13 left.
30. 20. Retard.
Off center.
10. 5.
Nice. Reverse green. Or breaking news. Spoilers. Decel. A little bit off center, but take it. 60. No, that was 80. Whatever. Manual brakes. Auto brakes off. Very nice there. That was pretty good. Once we vacate, I'll go and check what our landing rate was. I think it was pretty good. Very nice. Go ahead and stop the GoPro. Dallas traffic. American 406 is clear of the runway. Go ahead and stop here so we can sort our situation out. Okay, first, the landing rate. Got 272 feet per minute. Not bad, not bad. Did flare a little bit early, but not bad. We'll take it, we'll take it. And again, also you gotta make...
Dallas love traffic, Southwest 2871, lining up runway 13 left for departure.
You gotta give me credit because I was practicing in the A320neo, not the A321neo. So, it is a bit different. Alright, let's pull up GSX. Go to gate Alpha 9. Yes. American Airlines. Okay, so APU, start the APU. Okay, so we're going to gate Alpha 9. Wait for our follow me. We got there, we got a United A319 maybe? Nice. No. Okay, we'll have to do this way. GPU is available. Okay, after landing checklist, radar and predictive wind shear system off. Proceed to next checklist. There's our follow me. Action to gate Alpha 9.
And Dallas love traffic, Southwest 2871, departed runway 13 left, climbing to 18,000.
Dallas Fort Worth traffic. American 406 is taxiing to gate Alpha 9. Alright, follow me is in position. Let's go. Okay, wait, where are you going? Excuse me, I can't make that turn. I can't do that. Can't do that, bud. Can't do it. Oh dear, I've hit the mic. Okay, we'll figure this one out. We'll use one engine. There we go. I don't think I'm supposed to turn that way. But what else? Okay, don't go too quick. You're gonna turn left, or you're gonna turn right? Oh, why are you stopping so much? Why did you just slow down so much? Turn. Turn. It's not turning. Why isn't it turning? Turn, please. Tanks. That was almost not good. Really need to get like actual rudder pedals and not use the twisty thing. Come on, follow me, get going. Okay, it looks like we're going down the runway. We're going kind of quick. Slow down. I feel like there would have been an easier way to get to the gate from here. It's gonna turn right. It's not gonna turn right. Slow down a little bit. Okay, it's braking. It's turning. This seems weird. Turn left. Turn, please. Hello. Going too fast. Where's the gate? Okay, this has been pretty good. I have no idea why this is taking so long. So we can go ahead and put the music back on. It's kind of loud, so turn it down a little bit. Drifting, going way too fast. Oh, that's weird, no, isn't it? Downhill now, gotta press on the brakes. Why did it just slow down like so much? Let me press the brake a bit. Where's his gate?
Dallas Fort Worth traffic, Frontier Flight 3000, pushing back, facing north, gate Bravo 21, Dallas Fort Worth.
There's our gate. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn the lights off so we don't block anybody. Okay, APU on, engines off. Okay, parking checklist. Parking brake and shocks set, engines off, lights off, fuel pumps turning off. Alright. So we're gonna get our jetway connected. Dallas Fort Worth traffic. American 406 has arrived at the gate. Be disconnecting. Alright. So that was pretty good. I'd say it was an average landing. A little bit to the right, but not bad. I've arrived. And all is well, so we're gonna go ahead and request deboarding. See. Gosh, you keep dropping my microphone. This is actually my first A321neo flight that I've completed and tracked on Volanta. I've done A321neo flights before, but this is the first one on Volanta. So, yeah, I guess that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. A little bit I'll be announcing, or a little bit we'll decide where I'm flying next week. Yeah. Let's see. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.